to talk about navigating parenting time during the holidays, and I'm here with Danica Eiler at Webster and Garino. And Danica, let's say you recently were divorced. Your divorce decree says you have to follow the Indiana parenting time guidelines. What does that mean?
Well, the Indiana Parenting Time Guidelines are promulgated by the state, and they are a set of rules that divorced parents and those parents of children born out of wedlock follow. They set out a guideline. Your initial case may be slightly different than what they are, but if it says follow the guidelines, they are the set of rules that you follow to help you determine what appropriate parenting time is. If you were recently divorced and that's what your decree says, it may have some other language in there too about parenting time, but generally you're going to want to get yourself a copy of the parenting time guidelines. They're available online, or you can get a booklet and make sure that you're familiar with them, at least in concept.
And let's say I go online and there's many versions of the Indiana parenting time guidelines depending on the year. How do I know which guidelines apply to me?
Well, that's a great question. Generally speaking, your divorce decree or your court order, whichever you have, will tell you which set to follow. It'll say follow the ones that are in place at the time this order was issued, or it will say the ones that are in place at the time that your issue is happening. If it's silent though and it doesn't say, generally speaking, you will follow the ones that were in place at the time that your order or decree was issued. And so you're going to need to do a little searching if you don't have that copy handy to go back and figure out which ones were in place.
And let's say a child's birthday or a parent's birthday falls on a holiday or during a Christmas break. How do you navigate through that situation?
Well, those can be tricky when you have those ones that overlap. And so, again, you're going to want to look to your order. That's always the first place you want to look. And if the second place then is to the parenting time guidelines. And unless your order says something differently, the parenting time guidelines say that those holidays usually take precedence over birthdays. And so, you want to just double check those though. And if it's a child's birthday and one parent's supposed to have them according to a normal schedule, but it falls on a holiday, then whoever has the holiday is usually going to just keep the child for the holiday and the birthday. If it's a parent's birthday, then those are a little bit different. So just check the guidelines again and your court order and make sure you're following what those say.
And what happens if you're a parent that refuses to drop a child off or doesn't drop a child off for a holiday or for a break? What would you recommend someone doing?
Well, the courts often and almost always will want to see that the parents try to work that out, at least on their own somewhat, before you involve a court or come see one of us. So, what they would like to see is some communication between the two parties to see if they can't resolve the issue on their own. If it can't be resolved, at that point, I would recommend finding a good divorce attorney and making sure, or a paternity, whichever your case happens to be, and having them help you navigate. What would generally happen in that case is we would file a motion with the court saying, hey, this parent didn't do what they were supposed to, and we're entitled to some relief because of that. In a good divorce, paternity case, or child support, or whichever kind of attorney you need for whatever the problem is, can help you navigate that with the court.
So if you're having any issues with parenting time during the holidays, feel free to contact Webster and Garino, talk to one of our Indian divorce attorneys. We offer a complimentary case review, and we look forward to speaking with you.